Now I'm up. Right.
Ooh. And then the blue trumpet. Oh. Okay. It's time. Can you guys hear me clearly? Every match is a different challenge. Every game is how tough will tough more be for Arsenal? That's the question that everybody's asking. Can Arsenal, retain their clean sheets? Let me even do check. Can you guys hear me clearly? I need somebody to say something in the comment section, please. So we know. Can you guys hear me clearly? I don't know. Somebody say something to me. Let me know whether my audio is clear. Uh, the game was kicked off, and watching and hoping. Nobody is commenting. App to watch. So what are you saying? What do you mean by app to watch, Tosi? Uh-oh. Okay. Why did Kai Walker go to Burnley? And why did he choose Burnley, by the way? Of all teams, yeah. Oh boy. Your correct, calm down, oh. Don't go and break your leg, oh. You're the only striker that Arsenal have right now. So much, so much energy. Let's see if Arsenal can even, use this game to score more goals because Burnley don't pack the bus on a regular basis. Uh, So who's reaching out here? So because Burnley are not going to pack the bus, I'm kind of like wondering, would it not be one of those games where Arsenal should experiment that long ball tactics because of Gyökeres, where they put the ball between the defenders and the goalkeeper for either Saka and what's his name, Trossard and Gyökeres to run on the ball, and let's see if that works. Because again, in some matches, that's how it's going to be. In this game, Arsenal will obviously own the possession more. Yeah, good one by Trossard there. Uh, Too much force on that ball. But that's exactly what I was saying. When they do that exchange of position, Calafiori goes forward, or Trossard or Bukayo Saka, instead of knocking the ball around, one pass here, one pass there, just, oh, David O'Leary. Hmm. And they see if they can use pace. Because there's no game this season, apart from probably the Leeds game, where Arsenal have had to deploy pace. Everything have always been done with let's keep it tight at the back, which is a good thing. Let's, read the moment. If we can score through open play, we can at least score through, dead ball and all that, which is not a bad thing anyway. I don't know why people are complaining. It's not illegal. It's not wrong. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, some people say that Arsenal scored more goals from dead ball than from open play, which is not a problem. Why that is a problem, I don't know. But basically, what I am saying here is looking at a team like Burnley, who don't pack the balls, put 5 man behind the ball or 11 man behind the ball, and hoping that they can get a draw at home in this game. Arsenal should attempt the need to play that whole gong o style. I remember Arsenal being here a couple of seasons ago and winning 4-0, if I'm not forgetting. And so I think that it's something that Arsenal can also try to explore. But this Burnley, let's be honest, is different from that Vincent Company's Burnley. But they are also not a pack the bus team. Arsenal would obviously defend from the center line and keep it going. But I think that this is one of those games where they should exploit the need of scoring more goals. You know, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that to underrate Burnley, but what I am saying is, oh boy, okay. Sorry, I'm responding to pyramid of messages that are coming. I'm still trying to sort out my flight ticket to Abuja to try and get a sit down with the NFF officials. Let them explain to us. But then, I mean, in the comment section, you can tell me what you think. If you're an Arsenal fan, I mean, what do you think? And if you're watching other games, you can also update us with results. Uh, Tosilima, they say Burnley after the game promotion. Uh, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. Say look. Like he jumped. Okay, Kyle Walker. That's the Kyle Walker question you're answering. Okay, but somehow Walker has been a thorn in the Arsenal flesh. Oh. He's really pushed, and somehow Burnley are playing that kind of game where you say if you're not careful, you can lose this game. It's early days. It's almost 10 minutes on the clock, but it's 10 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes and some minutes, some seconds, or 11 minutes to be exact. But what I'm saying is, uh, this kind of game where the opposition does not look like they're afraid of you is a dangerous one. You're one mistake away from conceding a goal, but it's also the kind of game that can give you advantage where you allow them to come in, you soak in the pressure, but leave your runners up wide, and and then you hit them. If you score maybe two, they will go from wanting to come to score to start doing damage control, which is exactly what might happen eventually. But if Arsenal comes in with the attitude of, oh, we're unbeaten for a while now, we don't concede goal, if there is a game that can make Arsenal concede, this is one of those games. And I'm not saying they will concede, but I've seen Burnley play a couple of games, and I've always said that this is a team that can hurt anybody on their day. But unfortunately, football that is put on that word on your day, it's not really the best of football because somehow you don't get to have your day every time. What makes teams champions is the ability to get results even on the days that are not theirs, and the ability the ability to win anytime, any day, any game day, you're able to win. That's what's you know big team is, and Arsenal needs to put on their big boys pants, their big team pants, and then come into this game like that. But in games like this, I've always said that to make it easy, the first thing you do is try to score as early as possible. Because what that does for you is it keep you relaxed. While they are chasing maybe the equalizer, you're chasing your second goal. And then you get the second one, and that just might open the floodgates. But then a lot of people who play against Arsenal always look at it like they can't come in through the middle. They will only they were always coming through the wide areas, and so you have to shut down the wide areas. For me, I would have started Gabriel Martinelli in this game because of his speed, but that doesn't mean I'm questioning the coach. That doesn't mean I have issues with the selection. I don't have any issue with the selection. I'm just saying what I think. But it's one of those games where I hope Arsenal should pick up 3 points because there is no need playing this game and being so cautious. No, there's no need. Vamos Monos, according to Yakirozo, 76-18. Mm. Okay, for Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah, thank you, Ola, for that one. Yeah, but Trossard might still be able to do the job. Not a fast player, but he can dribble. He's a good handler of the ball, and he's also a very good crosser of the ball. So he might be able to do what I expect. Why I was talking Martinelli is because uh, in search of goal, going forward to whipping the crosses, uh, Kawaka would definitely leave a space, leave a space open, and that space is something that a Martinelli might be able to punish. Uh-huh. Mr. Al Shaman, 8976. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Hi, Saudi Arabia. And I'd rather lose my wealth than see Arsenal lift the Premier League. I absolutely despise you lot. Bring it on. Bring it on. No problem. I don't know. if any team have ever lost a title because somebody despised them. Goal number one, Arsenal. Mr. Al Shamari. I'm hoping I pronounced that well. Mr. Al Shamari, you see, I don't want you to lose all your wealth. Your wealth is important to you, and it's also very important to your family. And it is okay if you despise Arsenal. It's okay. It's okay. But you see, this season, hmm, you need more than a miracle to stop Arsenal from winning the title. And so, how does Gabriel does it? He's always there to meet the ball. The crosses. Is always there. I don't know how he does it, but there's just something about him that is beautiful. Well, it is Burnley nil. Arsenal one. Burnley trying to come forward and see if they can equalize very fast. Uh, and like I said, Burnley will keep coming forward. They will keep coming forward. They'll keep pushing. They would. They'll try and get something, but in trying to get that something, they will leave gaps at the back. I think that Parker have done a great job this season. I must be honest. I think Parker have done a great job with this Burnley team, way better than what Vincent Company did with the team. But the season, this is just game number 10. The season can unravel. I mean, 9 games played before this one, 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 defeats. Kind of like a very balanced number. Uh, a very asymmetric kind of result. But from here on, what happens? It's still a long time to go. 17 minutes played already. It's still a long time to go. But one thing that you have to understand is you can find your reading pretty early. What they need is to chase that 40 points as fast as they can. And then, in short, these days in the Premier League, you can actually survive relegation with less than 40 points. We've seen it with quite a lot of other teams. But I think that my major concern is Arsenal winning every game that they play. It's too early now. It's too early now to think that Arsenal have won this one, but it's good to. I mean, the first half you've already scored. Go look for the second goals, and then from there you can go to the third one, and then maybe the fourth one. Arsenal is the high scoring team this season. Only the Leeds United game and the Atletico Madrid game were they able to score 5 and 4 goals. But other than that, it's always been a game of if Arsenal score you 1 goal, they will defend, and you will not be able to recover and do anything. But let's see how that goes anyway. Let's see how that goes in this game. I think that I consider this one a win for Arsenal, but it's not going to be as easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park, in my opinion. They could prove me wrong. They could bang in 5 goals. But I think that what is good is seeing that your chorus is scoring again. That's good. I mean, you want to see a striker who comes in after so much drama, scoring as many goals. My target for him this season is 15 goals in the Premier League and 20 goals in all competition. So every time he scores, this is 5 or 6 goals now for him. Every time he scores, I get very excited. I get very happy because not, have to do preseason is making progress on his own. If you compare him, they're obviously going to compare him with Benjamin Sheshko, uh, Isaac. Those are the players that you're going to compare him with. But if he keeps scoring, the game, the style of play might not be beautiful to the eyes, may not be loved by everybody, but just the mere fact that he's scoring is that's getting the job done. Let it be a goal line tapping, let it be a goal line knocking, whatever it is. If those goals keep bringing in the results and keep turning the table against the opposition, I think we'll be fine. If he does 15 goals this season, That's great. I do not have assist expectation for him. I just want him to score goals. If he assists, it's a bonus. Then another 5 from European competition, or probably 10 from the expectation of the club is for him. But this is my own expectation. 15 Premier League goals. You have started for me. If you do more than 15, great. But minimum expectation is what I have for this season. Maybe next season we could be talking 2025, but this season my expectation for Victor Yokores is please score 15 goals, and I'm good. Next season we can now say, okay, it's time to go 2025, and then by third season it should be 30 or nothing. That's me trying to play devil's advocate here, but that's just the way I see it. I mean, you guys can share your thoughts in the comment section. Tosilium this says Arsenal is looking serious this season. Of course they are. They're looking serious, but if you also realize that in the past 3 seasons, they've also looked serious and then they end the second. Uh, the difference between this season and probably the past 3 seasons is looking like Arsenal having a free ride. Their major challengers so far would have to be Man City, but then Man City have also shown that steel that they have, where the the they are untouchable, where they go on a winning spree, doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like City are going to be easy to beat. So, oh, so it's all of those little moments that you have to look at and say to yourself, well, we saw Liverpool last season win the Premier League with an easy run, simple. Nobody was challenging them from day one, even though they were not playing at their best. And I guess maybe that also deceived them to believe that this season they just need to play on that easy level and they will get it. But unfortunately, it has not turned out to be like that. So we'll sit back and watch and see what they are able to bring on. What they are able to bring on eventually. We'll watch. We'll keep watching and we'll see. That would have been a second goal. Beautiful second goal. But why did Debrecka leave Newcastle? Some footballing move, you cannot explain it to anybody. Cannot make sense to anybody. That's that's that goal that Saka just missed. It's kind of like strange to me. Like on a normal day, this is what you score. Remind me of some of the chances that Theo Walcott used to miss. Like, how can you miss a ball through on goal, but then it's football, it happens. Arsenal is definitely searching their ninth win on the row. Uh, but I think that's that excuse of gameplay. I thought that this season it would have had chance, but hey, the coach decides. So if I want to leave Newcastle, I'll be going to Burnley as a footballer. I will not be going to Burnley at all. Doesn't look like something I would do. If I want to leave, if I want to leave, hey, send out to that to Afana. I mean, that should have been a goal. I don't know. I don't know why Saka missed that one. But in football, sometimes and and then the hard one you score. Hi. Man, I miss the days where we have some great strikers that know how to dribble past goalkeepers. You know, where you know how to go around the goalkeeper. But hey, it's football. Let's not overanalyze it. Arsenal is still leading. And Saka miss or not, they are in the lead. I hope they get the second one quick. I don't want to be bored from that to the end of the first half, hanging on to one goal. I guess that's why everybody's calling Arsenal boring, boring Arsenal. Senator say, my boss, I pin well. Oh. Everybody hold their wing well. Oh. Economy, it dey make person now they behave well. Oh. Ayo Tunde Olufemi Michael. All these numbers one they put in front of on a channel sometimes. 3365. Why? I see Tosilima they get 7044. Is it a code? Is it an area code or what? Can I get all those numbers? Oh? Uh, Tosilima says other title contenders are not looking good at the moment. I just pray they continue to not look good. Tosi said the Brifka left cause of game time. Senna says normally Saka should have normally that should have been a goal from Saka. Yeah. Ayotunde Olufemi Michael 3365 say I think Eze is not really effective when he's playing as eight. You know, like I told everybody, I want to give Eze the benefit of the doubt for the whole season. You know, I'm happy they signed him, oh. But I just think that there is more hype to his stories, personal career story, than his game. And I know when I say this, people will like, what is it that he's saying? I know a lot of people will say that. But to be very honest, sometimes I struggle. But I don't like that fight against him that got Colin the yellow card, you know. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that might get your ankle, you know, damaged and then it takes you a long time. I don't want him out. I want him to be very active in the team and be able to add value. But hey, we will see Champions League. I would also expect us to win it. It's not like right now that's part of my expectation. No, I don't I don't have that expectation. But I wouldn't be, how do I put it? I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't be angry if Arsenal doesn't win the Champions League. But I just want us to compete for it. Uh, another one I think is the Carabao Cup, an important piece. What I just think about the Carabao Cup is that it's been long Arsenal won it. So I want to see Arsenal try and win it again because also winning the Carabao Cup might just inspire them to go on to do a good run in the FA Cup. The league is looking possible right now, but it's just game day 10. So, I mean, it's not really anything special. It's 8 game day 10. We sit here and say on match day 10, title is won. No team has ever won the title on match day 10. So I will still sit here and wait. Okay. I got a good light. Yeah. The light make more sense now, right? Was crossing my face. Yep. So they might not get another chance again where, apart from them being in form, there is also, we must be honest with the fact that the competition is also not in form. The chasing pack are not as informed as you would have expected, where you have all those chasing the title. So if this is the form of every other person, then Arsenal should go and say we're going all out for the domestic treble, but at the same time, we want to see how far we can go with the Champions League. They've done quarterfinals, they've done semi-finals. I mean, what is wrong with going all the way to the finals? And then when you get there, you tell yourself, this is our second finals in our history. We need to win this one. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. You can tell me what you think in the comment section anyway. Senator Nato says there's going to be another goal from Arsenal in this half. It's over 30. It's possible. Arsenal is looking for that goal. They are not sitting back. So we can all agree on that there's a possibility. But because Arsenal have not been a high scoring team over the last couple of games that they've played, apart from probably the Leeds game and then the Atletico Madrid game, I'm kind of like cautious when I call goals for Arsenal. When I say, oh, they will score this, they will score that, I'm always going to be cautious because with Arsenal, sometimes, as much as you want to have expectation, you have to keep your expectation moderate and sane, so you don't get disappointed. Even all this talk about Arsenal winning the title this season, I'm one of those people who is not over the top with it. Like, you never can tell what would happen. The only reason why I am cautiously optimistic is the fact that the squad is big. Previously, with the type of injury Arsenal suffered this season, that's enough room for excuses. And then even the young players are now a bit wiser, smarter. The Dubravka is not going to sleep at all. It's ready. It's ready to do everything. Thank God for that early goal, because these are the kind of game where one goalkeeper just used to be the form of his life, and then make everybody suffer. I mean, in other games, other times, this would have been 2 goals or 3 goals up for Arsenal, but Dubravka is really doing his work and saving what he needs to save. So let's go back to comment section. Tosilema, they say no Gmail Adam to individual email. Oh, okay. Send out to say he said on YouTube they give us by default to, okay, now an area code number be that. Send out to say I agree with you. I want that Carabao Cup too. Is why we want it. Yeah. But yeah, I just want Arsenal to not, like the game against who did we play last Carabao Cup? Brighton, right? Is it Brighton that we played? My first reaction to the starting lineup was like, is this not a tad bit overconfidence from us? Like, we're playing against a Premier League team that have the capacity to punish us. And we're going full reserve team. But then we ended up winning 2 goals to nothing. Waneri scored, Bukayo Saka scored, and we're okay. But that first half we're not really in the game, and I was a bit scared, like this might lead us to conceding, and once we concede, it might just become a problem. Yeah, hello. Good evening. Yeah, where exactly are you now? Keep coming now. We're still ahead. You're coming to Greenland Estate, so local. Yeah, you can put it on your map. Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. I have a delivery, a dispatch that is on its way, and so I have to take that call. So, like I was saying, when you have the chance to chase all these titles, there is no. It's Brighton, yeah, Brighton. You have to like set up your mind. Thank you very much, Senna. You have to take your chances. Next game is going to be Crystal Palace. That's going to be very, very tough. I'm not reckoning that we go there and start with a reserve team. I'm not disrespecting or disregarding the other teams that we're playing against, but what I'm just saying is that Arsenal winning the the tournament will not be bad. And just as Senna said that there was going to be a second goal in this first half, we have the second goal. Declan Rice, who doesn't look like somebody who will score regularly, has scored. I mean, you want to play your early game, score, win, and then you wait for the rest to do their thing, knowing fully well that nothing can change. Your point gap will still remain the same, your advantage will remain the same, and all that. But I like the way this goal was scored because it was that kind of game where you go from defending a long throw to an attack, you know. And I mean, that ball that came in, you would have thought that Trossard would not even chase it. But then he crossed the ball away from the area of the goalkeeper, and Declan Rice did his job. The Mefka could not. I like the fact that he had to raise his head first to know where his teammate was. I'm talking about Trossard. And you know that kind of goal where the goalkeeper is on this way, he's moving back to the center, and you send the ball back to where it's coming from. It's always hard for the goalkeeper to go back. I mean, it's not a machine, it's a human being. And the human mechanics does not operate like that. But nice one that Declan Rice have scored. Another thing I also love about Arsenal is the fact that the goals are spread across everywhere. It's not one person scoring. The goal come from everywhere. So with two goals now, Arsenal should go into that gear of click sheet being the ultimate need. Yeah, less than 15 goals. 20 years ago, League season. Ah, that's it. I mean, back in the day when I was in Brilla, I used to say nobody can beat that record in our lifetime. I used to always say that in the. I'm not sure we'll live to see another team beat that record, and I know that. I mean, this is this is many matches. There are 28 more matches to the end of the season. But if at match day 10, I mean, the game is not over yet, but if at match day 10 you've only considered three goals, one against City, one against Liverpool, 2 seasons ago, this stopped us from winning the title. If Arsenal begins to win against those teams, it will make up grounds because it will cover for some lost points. And the fact that Arsenal also won against Man United on opening day, a game that I thought was going to be very difficult, a game that I thought was going to be very close and also pretty much very difficult, but somehow Arsenal managed to win that one. In my head, my network is shaky. Really, it's doing okay here. Over here is okay. I mean, I'm not seeing it go down. I don't know. Oh, okay. Now the network is shaking. Now that you mentioned it's shaking now. I just saw the my network is a bit itchy or iffy. But up until now, I've not seen the shake. Ah, Jesus Christ. This watch along enjoying network wants to spoil it now. Terribly bad. Because I'm seeing it here on my screen now. And on the strength of that, I just might have to end it. Oh, shit.